Welcome to the Anxiety Attic, where I make self-help videos for anxiety disorders. My doctor did an ECG and said my heart was fine, but could he have missed something? Could these panic attacks be damaging my heart? The doctor said ectopic heartbeats are harmless, but should I be worried? Surely all these symptoms can't be anxiety, can they? If you take a look below my videos, you will see lots of comments like these, and if you look on any anxiety forum, you will see even more. Reassurance seeking is a common behaviour among people who suffer anxiety, and it's not just health anxiety. Reassurance seeking is also common in panic disorder, OCD, generalized anxiety disorder, and even social anxiety. And one of the problems with reassurance seeking is that once you start it, it's hard to stop, and it tends to snowball. You seek reassurance to try to relieve the anxiety, and it does work, but only very briefly. And soon the anxiety is back and even stronger. So you're compelled to seek more reassurance, and it seems no matter how much reassurance you get, it's never enough. This is because each time you seek reassurance, it strengthens neural connections in your brain linked to the anxious thought that you are trying to neutralize. And the stronger those neural connections get, the more you're going to get that thought, and the more anxious you are going to feel. Anxiety sufferers will keep seeking reassurance about the same thing from different people, and this can affect relationships. Or they may ask the same person over and over again, which can affect your friendships. And it can even affect your career. But you probably already know that you should stop asking for reassurance, but you just can't help it. So how do you stop yourself from asking for reassurance? Well, the root cause of reassurance seeking is just a lack of confidence. You may not be confident enough to dismiss your symptoms as just anxiety because you worry that you might be wrong. Or you might not be confident in your ability to do a task correctly. Or you might not be confident that you can stay in a relationship. So to stop reassurance seeking, you need to build your confidence. Two tools used in CBT that are great at building confidence are graded exposure and behavioural experiments. First, make a list of all the things you seek reassurance for. Then put these in order of how difficult they would be to give up. Next, pick the one that is the easiest to give up. You're going to try and resist this one. But before you do that, you need to write down what you fear will happen if you don't seek reassurance. You can just do this on a bit of paper, or better still, you can use the behavioural experiment record from the Get Self-Help website that I have linked in the description. Here's an example. Jane asked her husband to check the moles on her back for skin cancer every day. When choosing which reassurance seeking to address, you have to ask yourself, what are the advantages of this reassurance seeking, and what are the disadvantages? Occasionally checking for skin cancer might be sensible, especially for people who have a higher risk. But Jane asking her husband to do it every day is excessive and was causing tension in their relationship, which is clearly a disadvantage. So Jane set herself a target to reduce this reassurance seeking from once a day to once a week and eventually once a month. So in the behavioural experiment, Jane writes the thought that if I don't ask Steve to check my skin every day, I might die of skin cancer. The experiment was to ask him to check it just once a week. She predicted that she would not be able to tolerate the anxiety of waiting a week. She also worried that when he did check her skin, he would find skin cancer, but it would be too late. When the urge to seek reassurance comes, the anxiety will be high, and something that can help is rating it from 1 to 10. You can write it down or just tell a supportive partner or friend what number you are experiencing. Then, just sit with the anxiety. Don't try to distract yourself or to stop it. Just remind yourself that thoughts are not reality. This is just anxiety and it will pass. You'll find at first it's really hard, but as the minutes and hours pass, the anxiety will decrease. You may not realize how much it's decreased until you see the number that you earlier wrote down, or your supportive partner prompts you. As you practice accepting the anxiety without reassurance seeking, your confidence will build. And Jane noted this in her behavioural experiment record. She found that the first few days were hard, but by the end of the week it was easier. As the weeks went by, her confidence grew. Before long, she was seeking reassurance about her skin just once a month. When you reflect by comparing what actually happened with your predictions, it really starts to sink in that you can tolerate uncertainty, and you actually feel less anxious when you reduce your reassurance seeking. And as your confidence grows, you can start to work your way up your list. And what's more, changes start happening in your brain. The neural connections linked to the old anxious thoughts weaken, and new positive connections form and strengthen. And you'll find that the anxious thoughts occur less and less frequently. So give it a try, make your reassurance list, and start trying to resist the first one. Be patient and understanding with yourself. You will give in to reassurance seeking at times, and that's okay. But just see if you can postpone it a little longer next time. Keep working on it, and it could change your life. If you found this video useful, please like and comment below. If you'd like to learn more about how your behaviours affect anxiety, then watch this video here. If you suffer from health anxiety and would like a hypnosis video to help you relax and reinforce what you're learning in my CBT videos, then try this video here.